Section 8.5, Math 96. The very first problem is sum of three numbers is 2. Final number minus the second plus the third is -2. And the first minus the third is 2 more than the second. So we need to do the translation for all this statement first. So this is what we have for the problem number 1. Sum of three numbers is 2. And the first number minus the second plus the third. Okay, so your first number is x. The second number is y. And the third is z. So the statement is this. The first number x minus second x minus y plus the third. So translation of this part is the first number is x minus the second number y plus the third plus z is -2. Is -2. So that's the second equation. And then the first x minus the third minus z is equal sign 2 more than a second. 2 plus y. Which when I bring the y to that side, it would make it x minus y minus z equal to 2. And that's what you have here, equal to -2. Okay, so then I move y to this side, so to have everything, all the terms on one side and numbers on the other side. Again, we are taking 1 and 2, eliminate y. We are taking 1 and 3, eliminate y. It just happened that here, when we try to eliminate y, z also cancels. So these equations, by setting equation of 1 and 3 together, you could actually find the x value is 2. When x is 2 and we already have x plus z, all I need to do is take a 2 and substitute here to find the z value. And then x plus y plus z is 2. You already have x and z, and that they give you the value of 2. So again, in this problem, we do the translation first. And then what I did here, I move y to the other side. So then I have all three of them on all the variables on the left and numbers on the right side. Second problem is very similar to this. It's the sum of three numbers is 28. X plus y plus z is 28. Twice the first. Again here, let's say x is the first number, y is the second, and z is the third one. Okay? Sum of 3 is 28. Twice the first is 2x minus the second minus y is equal 1 less than third. 1 less than third means z minus 1. And that's what we have here. And then the third, which is z, is equal the second y minus 3 times the first, minus 3x. And that's the translation that you have here at the top. The third is equal to second minus 3 times the first. Now I have 3 equations and 3 variables. Again, since I understand all the x, y, z normally are on this side, I move z to the other side to make it negative z. And I move this 2 to the other side. So y become minus y and minus 3x become positive 3x, see? And then I'll take 1 and 2 and eliminate y. Again, this one, what happened is when you try to eliminate y, z also will cancel. So this problem would give you the value of x, 9. And then I take 1 and 3. When you solve 1 and 3 and you try to eliminate z, you have 4x plus 2z equal 28. And since they are divisible by 2, you divide everything by 2. And now since we already have the x, I'll take that x and substitute here for the x, and that gives you the value of z. When you have the z, then x plus y plus z is 28. You can take all the numbers and substitute to find your y value. Problem number 3, in a triangle ABC, you understand one of the property of triangle is sum of all the angles in any triangles, sum of all 3 angles are always 180. Means if you are adding 3 angles of a triangle is always equal 180 degree. Measure of angle B is 9 more than B is 9 more than 3 times A. That's the translation, this part. Look. Angle of B is equal sign 9 more than 3 times A, 3 times A. This is one equation. Measure of angle C, C is 36 more than 36 plus measure of A, 36 plus A. So there are 2 equations right here, and the third one is this one. Three equations. So what I do is I'll take this B and substitute here. I'll take the C, also substitute here. So then all I have is one equation with one variable of A. And you solve this, that gives you the value of A. Now remember, when you find the angle A, you need to find the other angle as well. B is 9 plus 3A. So B is 9 plus 3 times A. We already have the angle of A, 27. You substitute here, that gives you 90. And also the other one, C, 36 plus 27. Number 4, most nutrition now agree that healthy adult diet school should include that much of fiber. A breakfast of 2 blueberry muffin, 1 banana, and 1 cup serving of cereal contain 40 grams of fiber. So, and then see, this is one statement, and then the second statement give you the second equation. So for that one, you have these 3 equations. Breakfast of, so let's assume blueberry is X, banana is Y, and cereal is Z. First statement, 2 blueberry, 2 times X, 1 banana, 1 Y, and 1 cup of serving is equal 14. Then the second statement, they say 1 blueberry, 3 banana and 1 cup is that. And the third one, which is 9, 1 cup of serving and 2 blueberry muffin give you 9. They don't say anything about the middle one, which is the bananas, okay? So these are your equations. So I want to eliminate y. I'll take this one and that one. So if this is equation 1, 2, and 3, we take 1 and 2. We try to eliminate x. I'm sorry, we try to eliminate y. I have 3y. I want to make this minus 3y, so multiply by minus 3. So that gives me one equation that has x and z. The reason I eliminate y because I already have another equation which has x and z. This is one equation with x and z. I need to find another one with x and z. Now I'll take this and that and solve it together. It's 2 equations, 2 variables. That gives you the value of x. When you find the value of x, you substitute here to find the value of z, and then you have the general equation for x, y, and z. The first one, see here, you have x, y, and z. You take everything into that equations, and that gives you the y value. So the final answer is x, y, z. We always write the final answers as x, y, and z. So it's 3.55 and 2. Then problem number 5. We have 10 cups of coffee, and 10 ounce, 14 ounce, and 20. There are 3 different sizes of a cup for a coffee. Let's say I take X number of this. X is unknown. I don't know how many cups of 10 ounce I want to take. So let's say X. So if you multiply this, that tells you how many cups of 10 ounce are you picking up. So that's 10x, 14y plus this number is given. 234 is number of ounces. This is number of ounces that we have. And then it comes to the dollar amount. Ten ounce cup is 95 cents. This one is $1.15, and this one 20 ounce is $1.50. So when you multiply each of those by X, Y, Z, that gives you the amount. $19.55, and or if I don't want to deal with the decimal, I just multiply everything by 100. So instead of saying $0.95, I say 95 cents. Instead of saying $1.15, I said 115 cents, 150 cents. And finally, instead of saying $19.55, because in that case you had a period here, you just multiply by 100. So it's 19.55 cents. And then we solve this equation. We label them first. You take 1 and 3 and 1 and 2. We eliminate y. Then we put these two together and solve it for X, Y, and Z. So you have all this on the lecture notes. You could copy from there. Problem number 6. Just like took 3 loans. There are 3 loans. You're taking your $75,000 and distribute that into 3 banks. So you take your money and distribute into 3 banks. Those banks are X, Y, and Z. The interest rate for the first one is 11%, for the second one is 4%, and for this one is 4.5%. The total interest gain is $4,180. So I'll take this $75,000 and break it into 3 investment on this 3 bank. What you invest on this one is X dollars. So you take that X dollars in this bank is 11%, 11%. So you multiply that by 0.11. This bank is 4%. So it's 0.04. The third one is 4.5% interest rate. So that would be 0.05 Z equal to 180. And then at the end, they're saying that the rest of the world will be in 0.1 billion, more than half of the population of Asia. I'm sorry. The last equation here, I mixed that with number 7. The last equation is this. 0.045 Z is 260 plus 0.1. Okay, this part. Annual simple interest on the home equity loan was 260 more than business equipment, the first one, 0.11%. So we solve this equation. We take these two. We take 1 and 2 and eliminate Y. And then we take the other one by moving 0.11 to that side to just have X and Z in one side and 260 here. This is the same equation of this one. What I did is move 0.11 to this side to become negative. This is how to solve method of elimination method. Sometimes if you don't have any number to multiply to come up with an equal number and opposite, you interchange. Means, let's say you want to eliminate X, you put that 0.07 here and 0.11 over there. And when you multiply, these two numbers are equal. We want to, in order for us to cancel, we want this to be equal and opposite. Okay, so that's why we keep this negative here. Now this to cancel, and that would give you the value of Z. You have the value of Z, you could find the other one. Because like this one is 260 from 0.11x, that would help you to find the X. And the last problems. So the world population is to be 7.6, X plus Y. There are 3 different places. One is population of Asia is X, Africa is Y, and rest of the world is Z. These are number of people who live in this country. So the formula is 7. The formula is 7.6. The sum is 7.6. There are expected to be 2 billion more people in Asia than in Africa. Okay, so Asia, which is X, is 2 plus Africa. Africa is Y. The rest of the world population, the rest of the world we are using C, is 0.1 billion more than half of the population of Asia. Asia is X, or half of X. It's 0.1 plus half of X. So what I did was to get rid of these fractions or decimal, I multiply everything by 2. So X is this. And you take this X and you substitute for the X here. And Y we already have it. 2Z minus 2.2, that there. So you solve this for Z, you find a Z, you have Y, and finally you have the X value.